Hello, welcome back to Game Over Gerkinman. We're going to Crocodile, Cauldron. This is Donkey Kong Country 2. Fucking love it. Who else is here to fucking love it with me?
What?
I was just asking who else was here for the show.
Oh. Hey. What's that? Not much.
Hey, how's it going?
Watching this.
Oh, cool.
Can everybody please introduce themselves in alphabetical order? Because that's...
We're here. Didn't I just introduce?
Yeah, that was a week ago.
Was it? Oh, yeah.
I'm unfamiliar.
What an introduction. G'day.
Hi.
Next.
I'm also another person. How's it going?
Yeah,
Your name's on the screen.
that's true. I will be on the screen.
And
Okay, let's restart.
No, I love it. This is great.
and I am Adam, and I'm a game programmer, and I'm still here.
Hi everybody, it's Jess, or Namir. If you don't know me by now, I'm a voice actor and a Let's Player.
Yay! So, here we are. We're in Crocodile Cauldron. We gotta have a lava-themed world. There was no lava... No one likes this level? These star levels are... yeah...
Point. No, you
Get
get
the crib.
tokens, don't you?
Yeah, the creme tokens to get to the Lost World.
I suppose, yeah, you gotta do it.
I think they're better than the bonus levels in the original Donkey Kong Country.
That's true, yeah. They're a bit
There's actually an objective here. You actually got, a reward besides more lives.
That's it.
Yeah, and...
You reason to
cheat
find
and do
them.
the code and get all the tokens that way.
Yeah, I actually use that quite a bit, actually. I think the other thing, too, is, like, the original Donkey Kong Country, like, it gave you the exclamation mark if you did get all the stuff, but it didn't really have a way of measuring where you'd been and where you hadn't in terms of what you'd collected from memory.
Yeah, apparently you just have to discover all the bonus rooms in the first one. You don't actually have to complete them.
Oh, is it? Really?
Yeah.
That's weird. I guess they hadn't nutted all this stuff down yet. This was always a weird way to introduce the lava world to me, with fucking crocodiles sitting in the lava. I understand it from a gameplay perspective, but...
Anything goes.
Yeah.
They're fire crocodiles. They are fiery targets, scaled or something.
Yeah.
I
They're
don't know.
obviously brown, so don't be racist.
That's...
Oh.
We don't want to be no racist here. There goes an airplane. I do love the amount of parallax going on in the background of this stage too. Got like 3 layers of... this is also one of my favorite tracks in the game, interestingly. In fact, let's get into that. Because music's what everyone loves about this game. What is everyone's favorite track in, or 2 tracks, we'll say, to make it more
Crooks
interesting? Really, it's the march.
Yep.
What's your second favorite?
Second favourite is probably the Overworld. Fucking which one is it? I don't know. I'll say it when it comes up. Yeah, that could be it. I don't know, yeah.
You won't see a lot of that because I don't spend a lot of time in the overworld, but I do know the track.
Sticker brush, whatever.
Oh, everyone loves Bramble Scramble, Sticker Brush Symphony.
Yeah. That's...
Alright, you Dylan.
My favorite is Sticker Brush Symphony.
Yep.
And my second favorite is Sticker Brush Symphony again, because it's the best. So, yeah.
How do you,
My
Adam?
favorite is actually the Beehive.
Mmm.
That's the one I remember the most. Second favorite is the Rust Symphony. And my third favorite is the lava track we just heard.
Yeah, I really like the lava track.
And my fourth favorite is probably the pirate ship, but the pirate ship where you transform into that horrible character and bounce around the entire level.
Oh, the Rattle Battle music.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And take stuff like that.
Isn't that a remix of the King K. Rool's music from the first game?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think so.
About you, Jess?
Well, I don't know them by name.
Alright.
This one I like a lot. The one that we're hearing right now. And
It's
Lockshot Saga is my other favorite.
Oh, there you go. I'd have to say that it's definitely Sticker Brush Symphony for mine. That is this game's Aquatic Symphony. Or Aquatic Ambience.
Trademark song right there.
Yeah.
Most people think of songs in this game, always that one.
Yeah. Yeah, there's just something about it. And my parents, I remember, like, I'd be I found a way to plug my Game Boy into the stereo, and I'd play it, and my parents would complain, but the Sticker Brush Symphony they wouldn't complain about. My second favorite is this music here for this particular stage. I love it, and I just love the samples they've used for the percussion. I reckon they sound brilliant.
Pretty much all percussion in this level, except maybe one channel or two.
Yeah, they don't sound like they would have been native Super Nintendo samples. They sound like it must have been stored on the cart and pulled through the... I don't know if that's the case.
I think they were custom made for this game.
That didn't happen a lot back in the day because space was so limited on cartridges.
It was pretty common, actually.
Oh, there you go. What do I know?
Like, back in the Super Mario World, they had samples for that game based solely on the carts.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
I've been living a lie.
Games.
Only had,
Can you
like-
say ultra compression?
Pretty much.
That's something I wish that they actually, because I know they released the soundtracks to the Donkey Kong Country games on CD. This is DK Jams, I think is what they were released under. This is a great level.
It is.
I wish that they released a version that didn't have the compression on it, so it was exactly the same but completely uncompressed. I reckon that'd sound pretty cool. That's just me. But this is one of those interesting things too, I guess we can get into that. The more complicated and intelligent level design in this game, where they actually put puzzles in there.
Yeah. Some for the better, some for the worse, because later on it gets pretty intense.
That doesn't mean for the worse though.
Did you know you can skip the first 2 worlds?
What?
Each stage has a little thing you can skip. If you find it at the start of every level for the first 2 worlds, you can skip them.
Oh, the little warp barrels. I knew they were in the Game Boy game. I didn't know they were in this one because I've never found any.
Oh, okay, that's pretty much at the start. You just gotta like sort of jump in certain areas, like throw Dixie up or Diddy up into a certain place, and it takes you to the end of the level.
I did not.
That's what games don't have these days. Just little secrets like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Only the first 2 worlds, though.
Don't want to make it too easy on ya.
It's
Yeah.
cool, you know. If you want to do some speed running, you fucking find that shit out.
Well, that's one of the things that this game's are great for. Is like, not that they're not like Sonic the Hedgehog, obviously, but you do get a good sense of speed when you're running through a level and you're having a good run. You do feel like pretty. It's satisfying. It's a satisfying feeling. Like, I'm one of those people who plays through the games to try to get through, like these particular games, I try to get through them as quickly as possible. I don't spend time looking around for secrets and stuff. I'm all about, like, get the point A to point B as quick as I can, and that's what I find fun. But
Sometimes people enjoy the journey, like myself.
Yeah, well,
that's along the way.
that's what I mean. Like, this is a game that facilitates both of those things really, really well, which not a lot of games do. But what about you other guys? How do you guys like to play your Donkey King?
Yeah, casual. Like, you know, this stage you can rush because, like, you have to, otherwise you're gonna die. But I like what Adam said, just taking it casual, enjoying the scenery and whatever.
Yeah, I would have to agree. Unless I know I can run through it.
Yeah.
Well, I'd say
Sorry.
casual for a first playthrough,
Yeah.
but then afterwards it's like, yeah, I know all the things now, so I can go fast.
Yeah, I think I got to the point where after I did the Lost World levels once, and I was like, yeah, those are really challenging, but I just kind of like enjoy plowing through it as quickly as I can for some weird reason. I very much enjoyed this level too.
Really? I hate this level so much.
No,
this
it's
is
always
probably my
great.
least favorite.
Well, that's something that we could talk about. What's everyone's
And
least
what I don't
favorite
understand, sorry, before you do that, what I don't understand, in a level with lava and hot air balloons, why would you have a fucking rhino to ride on the balloons? That doesn't make any sense. He's too heavy. No.
Those,
No.
those
It's-
farts are too intense, so it lifts him up really high.
I think it's purely to facilitate the level design. They wanted to stick a bunch of bees in there because you can't jump on them, but then if you don't have Rambi, then you... That's what I would assume. Adam would back me up.
That's
I
pretty
think.
much an afterthought as far as I'm concerned, the Rambi
Really?
thing.
Yeah.
In my opinion, yeah.
I reckon
they might have just added him in because it's like, oh, it's kind of hard. Let's just add it in right now.
Yeah, alright, there's probably a good chance that they built the level with all those zingers and without Rambi, and then they were playtesting it, and it was too hard for this early in the game.
Rambi, and it's pretty intense.
Yeah, I've done it without Rambi quite a few times. You just have to be a little bit more strategic. But I mean, like, that'd be fine, I think, if it was later in the game, but I think having it this close to the beginning is probably why they... You got Diddy glitching out through the bottom of Rambi, and it's quite strange. I do like the way that when the animals die, when they sacrifice themselves, they become the they become bananas or lives and things like that, or balloons. Yeah, these are my favorite version of the zingers as well. I love these designs.
They are cool looking.
They look more like hornets.
Yeah, in the original Donkey Kong Country, they just look kind of like weird things.
Yeah.
They're a bit fat.
And in Donkey Kong Country 3, they turned into buzzsaws.
Yeah, I actually don't mind the buzzsaws. I'm fine with that. Because everything in Donkey Kong Country 3 has that really mechanical sort of vibe to it.
Yeah, and it takes place in more of a forest atmosphere rather than a jungle one.
Yeah. Well, I was reading somewhere that it was like they based a lot of the environments in Donkey Kong Country 3 off like Canada. So it's like pine forests and lumberjack bears,
Yeah.
Alps, alpine areas.
It
Donkey-
makes sense.
Donkey Kong Country 3 gets a bad rap, but I don't think it deserves it.
It's a great game.
Yeah, I think so too.
A lot of people don't like the new Kong, Kitty Kong, for whatever reason.
Yeah.
Big baby.
When you add a baby to things, it usually...
That's funny.
It's like
it's just-
Anakin in Star Wars Episode 1.
Yeah. Oh.
Are you an angel? Shut the fuck up, kid. God. But I like the idea behind Kitty, which was bringing back a heftier character like Donkey Kong, but then it's kind of like, couldn't they have just brought back Donkey Kong?
Yeah.
No,
Did
they
Kate-
needed a new character to market.
Yeah.
But we can't do that because of plot.
She was Candy
Ready?
Kong in Donkey Kong Country 3?
Candy Kong.
I don't think she
No.
I
was.
don't remember it, no.
It would have been cool if they were unlockable, so Donkey Kong, Kitty Kong,
Yeah.
Donkey Kong, Kitty Kong, as well as Donkey Kong and Dixie too.
Yeah, it would have been... I wish that was a thing you could do when you finish the game with this, it'd be get Donkey Kong as a playable...
Plays Funky Kong.
Oh, I love Funky Kong. I love his music in this game too. That's my other favorite track. I'm gonna put that out there now.
I forgot all
Yeah,
about that. You're right.
That's what I wanted for Tropical Freeze so bad. I wanted Funky Kong playable, but they're like, nope.
No. I don't think Funky will ever be playable in anything.
Well,
It's
that's
playable
what I
in,
read about
some of the
Cranky,
Mario
but
sports games.
apparently he was playable in the recent Tropical Freeze.
Yeah, he basically is Scrooge McDuck. Dylan, how do you feel about Cranky since you've been playing the game?
He's terrible.
Why is he
But does he
terrible? though?
focus stick everything?
He's too slow and he's not very useful. Like, if you want to hover and stuff, no hovering. Sorry.
So some
Doesn't he have a
people who
pogo
want
stick or something?
yeah,
Yeah, but it's not
I
as
mean-
useful as, Dixie's ability or Diddy's ability.
I think Cranky seems like a much more like specific levels require Cranky to be
Yeah,
easier.
he's only useful if it's like, hey, there's a bunch of brambles, you gotta get over them.
I'm glad they brought Dixie back.
It is cool. I didn't think I'd ever see her back.
I just
don't
want to
think
play
it
as
works.
Diddy and Dixie again. I hate playing as Donkey Kong.
Why do you hate Donkey Kong so much? I thought you liked
He's the
Donkey
worst character in his own series.
What? No, he's not.
He is. He's the slowest, and he's the most heaviest, and he's the most useless.
It's true. If you had your choice, if you were playing Donkey Kong Country and you had your choice, you'd much rather play as Diddy. All of you would. And don't say you wouldn't, because that would make you a liar. It's true.
Yeah, but in this game, who would you rather play as, Diddy or Dixie?
It's always
Dixie.
Dixie, yeah.
Dixie.
Exactly.
You're always going to want to play as the character that makes the game easier. Which is always the one that isn't named after except in the third game where...
Well, see, for me, it's a different thing, right? Because, like, growing up, I never had the choice to play between a girl or a boy. Like, I never had the choice. It was always a boy character no matter what. So, you know, Donkey Kong Country 2 brings in a female character, and I was like, oh yeah, now I can play as a girl, you know? So that's my reasoning behind it. They're both the same to me, really.
Except one can fly.
But she doesn't fly.
One can fall really slowly.
But the point is that, like, for me, I would, like, between, you know, just in terms of, like, I don't know, whatever. I don't mind either or, but I prefer to play as Dixie because I'm a girl and I want to play as a girl sometimes. I don't always want to play as a boy character.
I think,
you know,
Dixie is just kind of a cooler character. Like when you finish a level, Diddy whips out a fucking boombox and pretends he's like a gangster because he's a total faggot.
That's so 90s
Because
though.
he is.
Like,
Yeah, but Dixie fucking pulls out an electric guitar and she just shreds away and you're like, oh, she's way cooler than Diddy ever could want to be.
She has a better ending.
well, this is what
thing.
people in the 90s did, right? They held those fucking boom boxes on their shoulders.
They wore their
and-
caps and sunglasses.
And all you
Yeah.
need to be cool in the 90s, all you needed was dark sunglasses.
That was it. That was the secret.
Still wear their caps and sunglasses.
Yeah, but you need much more these days to be considered cool.
Actually, there's a nice little, it's not so bad. There's a nice little tribute to, Donkey Kong Country 2 in Tropical Freeze where one of Dixie's idle animations is she starts playing air guitar.
Sorry, you cut out, Dan. What did you say? One of
Sorry?
our little
Oh.
animations is what?
One of Dixie's idle animations is she starts playing air guitar. Just
Nice.
like a cute little
That's
little
totally
tribute.
90s.
Yeah, well, I think it's just like a reference back to this game because I don't think she does it in Donkey Kong Country 3, does she? It just you just pull the rope
No,
down and run away.
yeah.
Yeah, there's no winning animations like
You just
here.
grab the flag and it's like, huh, I beat the level. Huh, that's cool.
Yeah, they kind of look around really confused, like, after you.
What? Did I do it? Oh, okay.
The deed is done.
Do you know if the music's by the same guy on the third one? Because it sounds a lot different.
No, I believe it was a woman who did the music for the third
Oh
one.
yeah, it fucking sucks.
Interestingly enough, the third one for the Game Boy Advance,
David Weiss did that.
completely
What?
different track
Yeah.
Really?
for the Super Nintendo. For some reason, I'm not sure why.
Yeah, and it's worse. It's way worse.
Way
Well,
worse.
I wasn't fond of the Game Boy Advance soundtrack that David Wise did at all. I much preferred the because the original Donkey Kong Country was David Wise, Robin Beanland, and a chick whose name I forget. Wasn't it Adam? And then that woman's the woman who worked on the first game's the one who did the music for Donkey Kong Country 3.
Yeah, I think so. I'd have to.
We have to do some research. We'll cut back to you next week, folks. I'll let you know.
Wait a second. David Wise did do some music for DKC3, the Super Nintendo.
Oh.
Did he?
Yeah,
Not much, obviously.
it was him and some girl named Evelyn. Evelyn, and I can't really pronounce her last name, but it starts with the letter N.
There you go. To find out more, Google.
Yeah.
We'll get back to you next week with more news about this because this is interesting stuff. We like this. This is music's important. Thank you, Sean. Thank you, Dylan. Thank you, Adam. Thank you, Jess. Join us next week as we go to the marshlands and we get to hear fucking Sticker Bush Symphony. Someone just knocked something over. We get to hear Sticker Bush Symphony. Sticker Brush Symphony for the first time. It's going to be a great time. I hate that level.
Sticker
a lot.
brush. Stick around, sticker brush.
Yeah, stick around.